got an interesting video today for you. So I'll be going through like my dad's old VHS videos from like the 80s and 90s. As a kid, my dad always had a camcorder on his shoulder. Eventually went to the handheld, but he was always recording stuff. And so, I don't know, a year ago I knocked over a box up here in the office and it was just full of VHS tapes. Some on the little tapes, some big tapes. So I found this local guy that converts them to digital. So I just gave him a bunch of tapes and he literally handed me back a thumb drive. And there's some golden stuff on here. This video I'm going to show you today is actually from Bugs For You, which eventually became known as BFY. This is a shop my dad started in the early 80s. He sold it in, I want to say 1990, 1991. He ran it for about 10 years. And then it switched hands again to the last owner, Darren, who had it before they shut down. Gosh, it's been 15 years now. But anyway, this is a really early video. It's a cool video. It kind of shows you the building. It shows you the cars they had stashed out back. There's Romish, early convertible, early Lowlight Ghia, Head Mueller, just the stuff that was just kind of laying around the shop that I just find super cool. I wanted to share it with you guys because this is the kind of stuff I want to upload to my channel. I want to really find a lot of the historic stuff and share it with you guys. I mean, I got videos from the old Soto days, old classic days, the inner shows that Al Martinez put on, all kinds of videos, and I'm slowly starting to go through them, get them converted to digital, and I'm going to upload them here for you guys to check out. But anyway, this one's from BFY, previously Bugs For You, and yeah, so I'm going to show you guys what it's all about. Here it is. So this is kind of like an intro shot. This is what the building looked like. I remember as a kid getting paid to pick up all the trash and cigarette butts in those bushes next to those trees. The famous sticker window. Everyone who came to the shop put their sticker on the front door. Some old Pomona posters. Bugorama. Here's my dad's old 85 Toyota truck. I learned to drive stick shift on that car.
Oh. Somewhere over there is a weird, rare burrito fish. We lost him, folks. Oh, there it is.
This is the back side of the shop. There's a
we just saw the
door
front,
that
now
goes into the shipping area.
A beautiful BFY Obsolete Parts.
Just laying around.
Mini wrecking yard.
There's
a
look, Type 3. See, my dad had taste. He liked Type 3.
Part of Daryl's stable. 50 convertible.
Another split carcass.
There's a skeleton over there that'll 46 when it gets finished. One of his earlier restorations that needs to be redone, a 59 Carbon Ghia convertible, is back under there.
Another shot of this Romish. Ovals, dime a dozen. Right-hand drive.
Right-hand drive.
Coming in the back door to the left, right there was the shipping area, and then the center was kind of just where they store cars, customers' cars, employees' cars. Nice head mirror. The right was where the lift was. Scott right there, working on the Ghia. Scott was the low-light Ghia god. That guy knew a lot about low-lights. Kind of the workshop area. They did do like some restoration stuff when my dad was there. Tune-up, stuff like that. This is from the top, looking down. There's my dad's office right there to the right. There's some parts departments. As a kid, I used to run through this place and usually annoy Mark Ritter the most, I think. I think he just thought I was an annoying punk little kid. But spent a lot of time playing in the back of this place. steps and go up to where they kept all the sheet metal. So up top, they stored all the sheet metal, doors, fenders, hoods, deck lids. This is where my brother and I used to play hide and seek. I'd go up there, crawl in the corner, cover myself with fenders, and wait for my brother to try to find me. I mean, this BFY was basically my playground as a kid. I remember getting dropped off there sometimes after school and just waiting until my dad got off work. Just hanging out, running around. Lots of deck lids.
Well,
This is the showroom.
BFY Obsolete
One of the
Parts.
coolest showrooms ever. I mean, the glass
front
cases,
showroom.
those tops of those tables had a glass cover. It was full of photos, old black and white photos, event photos,
Parts on
factory
display.
photos. All the good stuff was in the case. A lot of NOS parts. And then to the right of the showroom, always had a car on
Showroom
display
change
inside.
periodically. Right now we have a 1952 Pathler fire car.
It's the real inch pincher 3. A couple of split windows. Dr. Pepper cooler. We should still have that. I think that was Mark's office. I think that case was all mostly accessories, if I remember correctly. This was kind of the accessory room to the left right here. I believe these cases in here all had accessories. Such a cool shop. That dash he had hanging in our garage forever. Eventually sold as a 10-foot Doug. So Doug's got that piece now. Don't know where the Coca-Cola machine went. It moved around a lot. Real inch pincher 3, that's cool. Lots of cool signage. Still have that BFY clock hanging in my garage, the neon. So this is the main parts area. Everything organized by part number. They did a little bit of everything. Beetles, buses, Type 3s, Gias. If you notice these shelves, they're just cinder blocks with plywood across. So it's like a cinder block, long piece of plywood, another cinder block, long piece of plywood. I don't know if that would be OSHA approved these days, but that's what they did. That's how they made their shelving. So many parts. Looks like interior stuff, visors, mirrors. All the rubber seals always hung on the end. It's kind of the back office. Forget, one of these offices was Scott's office. I think Brito had an office. This area wrapped around to the front where the restroom and all the accessories and the cars were on display. This was Mary Beth's office, my dad's secretary. She had a Romish. And this was my dad's office. God, I remember that couch. I used to take naps on that couch. Still have some of those those posters on the wall. I think I still have some of those hanging in the garage now. When my dad sold BFY, he built an addition at our house and started working out of the house. So a lot of this stuff came home with him, and a lot of it's on the wall in his garage today. They had so many cool cars there. Just a low-light convertible getting some work done. I don't know if that was Scott's convertible or if that was a customer's car. This is the shipping area. Shipped a lot of parts out. This is on the other side of the wall from kind of where they worked. This place was so cool. I think it was right around 5,000 square feet total. It was owned by Lettner Construction, which is now, today, this building is now a Lettner building, but where this building was next door was Lettner Construction, and Lettner had the back area, and they rented my dad this building. Early on, Fat Performance was right next door. So you had Fat Performance, BFY, and there was a driveway, then Lettner Construction. Now if you drive down Gliselle and Orange, it's all Lettner. If you ever heard of the Treasure of Tijuana story, that's kind of what got my dad to start Bugs For You originally. He bought out a dealership in Mexico, and it was a dealership that was only opened in the early to late 50s. So he went down there, and there's technically two Treasure of Tijuana stories, but the first one, he went down there and bought out a bunch of parts, and his buddy, him and Dave Craig, and I think they went down and bought out another dealership, and they had so many parts they kind of had to start a shop. So that's kind of how Bugs For You was started. Dave Craig had a Bugs For You up north and came down here, and my dad and him started this Bugs For You. It was up in Grass Valley, and they started this Bugs For You, which is the second Bugs For You, and then Dave eventually went back to Grass Valley and stayed up there and ran that Bugs For You. My dad stayed here and did this Bugs For You. Eventually getting sued by Volkswagen for using the name Bugs, so that's why the name was changed to BFY. Oh, that machine. Toys, so much stuff. That sounds so cool. So Volkswagen later came back after he changed the name BFY. He was like, you can't use BFY, it's just an abbreviation for the word bug. So my dad had to fill out this form explaining what BFY stood for. And he wrote big fucking yo-yos. And he gave it back to Volkswagen, and they never bothered him again. So technically on paperwork, that's what BFY stood for. But it was really Bugs For You. I love that story. Kia. Original Buggin' banner. But he started BFY right around the time OCIR closed, so he wasn't doing the Buggin' anymore. He started the VW Classic. Oh, there's the neon. Still got that hanging in our garage today. It's the old neon clock. But he started the VW Classic in 85 and Buggin' in 83. And then BFY was started right around there. So that's it. That's the video. Yeah, just kind of a cool walk down memory lane. I know a lot of people have heard of BFY or Bugs for You and never really got to see the shop, or if you were lucky enough to see the shop and experience what a just cool place it was definitely a special place, and we just don't get shops like that anymore, unfortunately. I saw this video and I wanted to share it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, I got more videos, and I'll be going through the archives and digging out some more cool stuff to post up here, and hope you guys like it. So thanks for watching.